Jonathan.
Bryce, how are you? Good to see you,
Good
man.
to see you. Hey, I like your haircut.
Hey, same to you. Same to you.
I'm here with Jonathan Carroll, our state representative, or one of them from Northbrook, and we're going to talk a little bit about Northbrook and what he loves about it.
Looking forward to it.
So, Jonathan, tell me about how you chose to move to Northbrook, or tell me about your history with Northbrook.
So I taught at Wood Oaks 2002, 2003. So when I taught in there for 2 years, and at that time I just loved the school. I mean, I just in being in education and seeing how great the schools are here, and we really have phenomenal schools, phenomenal teachers. I'm like, this is where I want to raise my kids. I have some pictures of just of things that we've done. Like this, to me, is pretty cool. This is the actual house chamber, and every member of the house is in this photograph, and I am in the middle there. I decided to wear a bow tie on the floor because it makes me stand out.
And what do you do for Northbrook? What's your job? Can you explain a little bit about your role here?
Well, I'm a state representative, so I'm the state representative of the 57th district, which is mostly Northbrook, Wheeling, Buffalo Grove, Palatine, Arlington Heights, Mount Prospect, Prospect Heights, Glenview, Des Plaines. So I have a bunch of, I don't have all of one community, I have a bunch of pieces of communities. I think Northbrook's my most prominent one. And I go down to Springfield and we work on legislation to try to better our state. So I introduced Mike to you guys earlier, and we try to meet the needs of our constituents.
Great.
So it's not always just going down there to vote. There's also like stuff we do, like we can help people that are having trouble with the state agency. We can sometimes get them through the red tape a little bit to try to get them solutions, and we're really proud of that record. We follow the philosophy of community first, and so we really try to help as many people as we can, and we've been very lucky to be able to do that. And I think it's just, we want to help people. And again, I don't care if you voted for me, if you didn't vote for me, if you like me, you don't like me, I'm your state representative, and my job is to help meet your needs.
That's great. Thanks.
Then, as we go further down the hall here, we have kind of a wall of fame of people famous that I've met, people with my children, and I think it's just kind of cool. So I always like to play games with people when they come in here. Can you name who's in the photo? So these are just some photographs of people, and see how many people can actually name who's in each photo.
Jonathan, tell me a story about you and the community, something funny, memorable.
I think the most memorable conversation I had was when I was approached to be a state representative. The people, I wanted to get involved in some more things, and I even coached Ellie, I think, in soccer at one point. So your daughter Ellie at one point.
Yes.
So I'm around, like I've done things in the community, and when my predecessor was looking to retire, I was approached by someone to do this job, and I remember the phone call was, "Hey Jonathan, what would you think about being a state rep?" And my actual response was, "Of what?" And so, after I said that, it was like, well, for our state house, Elaine Neckritz is there now. She's going to retire. Is this something you'd consider doing? And I had a really hard time with my wife about it because she knows how important it is for me to serve our community and to be a part of things. And this got me a chance to work on stuff that I really care about on a state level. So I think that's the story. It's like I literally am like, I went from being just, a guy in town to being the state representative in an amount of time. But I think the best part of that story is, Bryce, you know my wife, you know how she is. So I think the night I got the appointment, I got into the job. I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "This is unbelievable." I said, "I'm a state rep now. I can't believe it." I'm like, "This is unbelievable." I'm like, "Oh, this is crazy." And she goes, "That's great, hon. The garbage still needs to go outside." So you still get humbled in those moments.
Great. Well, I will tell you, Jonathan's been doing a great job for the community. Jonathan, if people want to get in touch with you, what's the best way to do that?
Well, there's a few different ways. So one is they can always call the office. It's 847-229-5499. You can go on our website, which is repcarroll, REPCARROLL.com. And you can get it to us either way that way. Or just, hey, come by the office. We're in Northbrook for a reason. We are right by the Brown's Chicken, which about 2 in the afternoon makes us really hungry because the smell from that place is unbelievable. And we're here. We like people to come in and say hi. We had someone this morning that just came in and said, "Hey, wanted to come in and say hi." So we welcome people to come into our office, and we encourage people to do that.
Jonathan?
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
I
so
really
much.
appreciate it.
Thank you for coming in.
All right.